Hello and welcome to another fascinating episode of Loose Change with me, your host, Matthew Mills, 25-year veteran financial advisor and investment manager, here to inform, educate and entertain you about your money. So what is Loose Change all about? Well, let's park the fact that it's about that sometimes you need to crank your ego up and get a load of cameras on yourself. So that's one of the self-serving things it does for me. It's also sharing the experiences that I've had in running, participating and building companies and working with hundreds of investors over a quarter of a century. And a couple of really key things that we've found are, first and foremost is financial planning looks complicated. And actually some of running portfolios, for example, there's a lot of rocket science behind it. You don't necessarily need to know it though to actually make effective investment decisions. But what you do need to do is to be empowered with just enough information to make really good choices about where you're going with your future. Equally, for a variety of different reasons, financial services is packed with a really exclusive language and highly specialized, sophisticated terms. Like, for example, bond, which doesn't refer to 007 or a secret agent. A bond is a loan or agreement. It gets used ubiquitously in loads of different circumstances and it becomes a bit confusing until you really understand what it means. Separate video on that another time. So it's about helping people to understand the basics of financial planning to make really good choices and to demystify the language so that it's easy to understand where you're going. The principal reason for doing that, though, is that unless you have demystified what you're doing and you understand where you're going and are making informed choices and you understand it, when something happens that you don't grasp, you're going to fall back on how you feel. And that's the worst possible thing that can happen in a financial planning or investment strategy. Investors fail to make 25% of the gains that are available every year by making dumb emotional decisions because they don't have enough knowledge to fully understand what's going on. Typically when the markets drop, for example, people will rush in to sell their money, which is the worst possible thing to do, is selling when your investments have dropped, because you want to sell when they've gone up, clearly. So, Loose Change, all about demystifying and making financial services more penetrable for you, me and the average Joe in the street. And that's our mission, that's our purpose. And we'll see you next time.